Hey everybody, it's Miss A and I'm here with a recap video on factors and multiples. This is when the students need to be able to determine whether something is a factor or a multiple of itself. So we have factors or multiples. So examples of this is, well, first of all, people need to know that a factor times a factor equals a multiple. Basically, the multiple is the biggest number that it could be. So we have to understand that relationship, that we multiply factors together and they equal multiples. Alright, so for example, we have 3 times 4 equals 12. So these are the factors, 3 and 4, and I multiply those together to get 12. Now, how the students are going to have to be able to do this throughout this chapter or this unit is to be able to identify whether something is of something else. So you say 12 is a factor of 3. So basically, how I tell the children to set this up is also factor times factor equals multiple, and then they read it. 12 is a factor, so that tells me I have to put the 12 in the factor spot, times blank equals, and then it should be the other number. Now, if something times 12 equals 3, then this is a true statement. Obviously, there's nothing times 12 that equals 3, so this is a false statement. They will have to be able to identify items just like this. So let's practice a couple more. 3 is a factor of 15. So let's set it up with our factor times factor equals a multiple. And then 3 is a factor. That tells me where I'm putting it. So 3 times blank equals, and then my other number, 15. If there's something times 3 that equals 15, then this is a true statement. And it is, because 3 times 5 is 3 times 5 equals 15. This is a true statement. So on the test, they will actually they will have multi-response and multiple choice where they have options. So it might say something like 27 is a multiple of 9. 27 is a factor of 9. And they would have to determine which is true. So again, factor times factor equals multiple. Factor times factor equals multiple. I have to set up both. So I'm going to do my first one. 27 is a multiple. It tells me to put the 27 in the multiple spot. And then the other one would be 9. If there's something times 9 that equals 27, then this is true. This is a true statement. And I know that because when I set up the problem, 3 times 9 equals 27. Let's try the other one. 27 is a factor, so it would go in the factor spot, of 9. If there's something times 27 that equals 9, then that would be true, and it is not true. It is false. So this is basically how they will have to relate factors and multiples together. They need to understand that relationship, that you multiply factors to get a multiple, and that the multiple is basically the largest number that it can be. And then factors have to, factors represent groupings. It's just like it is multiplication, so that's the relationship there. But factors have to be multiplied together to equal a multiple. All right, thanks for watching, everybody.